Good morning and welcome to an all-new Eye of the Tiger. I'm Nick Chang.
And I'm Rachel Barber.
Campus vending machine malfunctions have recently garnered student complaint.
While operating, campus vending machines allow students to purchase snack items with cash. According to senior Tommy Bertoli and freshman Juan Atanasio, the machines malfunction too often.
To school, and I pretty much rely on the vending machines for food, and so I'm always hungry, and the vending machines have been broken for like a week now, so it kind of sucks.
And sometimes the Gatorade doesn't, like the machines don't work, like it doesn't grab my dollar, and if it does, I'll jam it, and you can't really do nothing about it. It makes people mad that they don't get their food because the vending machines break all the time.
RJHSD Director of Food Services, Jay Brown, said in an email that most of the machine breakage stems from students confusing the machines, using blunt force, or even employing tricks like, quote, coins with holes drilled in them and a string attached to get snacks for free. Sophomore Logan Bernardi observed that out-of-order machines obstruct lunchtime traffic flow.
I see during lunch that there's like a giant line if one of the vending machines isn't working. They probably are trying to get through and they want to go and hang out with their friends, but they're stuck in line just sitting there waiting to get some food.
Students can take complaints to the cafeteria or contact food services. To read the full story, check out yesterday's print edition of Eye of the Tiger.
Key Club is currently collecting pocket change for UNICEF. Members have placed orange boxes in classrooms to raise funds and aid the fight against maternal and neonatal tetanus.
We collect UNICEF boxes. We basically have our members go around collecting change in order to help save these the babies and the mothers from these diseases. And all of the funds go towards PTP. PTP stands for Pediatric Trauma Program. I just strongly advise if they see the boxes in their classrooms, or if they have one of the boxes, to collect as much money as they can. We do have a goal for Key Club to raise $300 for these boxes, and they're going towards a really good cause.
Donations will be collected until the end of October.
Student government will hold the annual bonfire rally this Thursday night on the upper fields after the freshman football game.
We now go to Cale Gibson with sports.
Good morning, and welcome to this Tuesday's edition of EOTSN. I'm Cale Gibson. The varsity football team has struggled to put up wins this season. However, much of this can be attributed to the injuries that many players have sustained this year. Some of these players include Jackson Esparza and Nick Gorey, who were both vital parts of the Tigers' offense this year. We go to Blake Beeman with more.
Junior tight end Jackson Esparza, one of the football team's leading receivers, went down with an ankle injury during the game against the Antelope Titans. Out for the rest of the season, Esparza's injury has forced the team's run game to improve.
I think it's hurt our passing game a little bit, but it's forced us to focus on our run game a lot more. We just have to focus more on our blocking and communication on the line.
Although the team has struggled with injuries, senior linebacker Joey Margarone thinks multiple players have stepped up and filled the roles of the injured players.
It's been hard because of the injuries, because a lot of the people who were injured, they were all starters. So, people have had to step up, and they've been doing a good job of it, though.
The team would fall to the Whitney Wildcats with a score of 56-7. In other news, the JV boys football team fell to the Whitney Wildcats with a score of 35-34. The team currently sits in second place in the CVC. The varsity boys water polo team took down both the Antelope Titans and the Whitney Wildcats, taking down the Titans with a score of 22-4 and taking down the Wildcats with a score of 8-4. The varsity girls water polo team took on the Whitney Wildcats on Wednesday, but fell short by a score of 16-11. The team also took on the Antelope Titans on Friday and took care of business as they would go on to win with a score of 19-11. And that's it on your home for Roseville High School sports top plays, breakdowns, and more. Eye of the Tiger Sports Network, EOTSN. Now we go over to entertainment.
Thanks, Cale. 17-year-old Floridian rapper Lil Pump is back at it with another disappointment. His self-titled album is Classic Lil Pump, which is anything but good. All the songs sound nearly identical in terms of beat and his own personal flow. The beats lack any sort of creativity or even sounds of effort. They sound like they were pulled straight from a Google search of beats. Lil Pump failed to show any diversity or development through this album. The bars are so simple and repetitive that I doubt it took Pump more than 5 minutes of studio time to record any given song. This gives the album a very rushed feeling, which particularly highlights the lack of effort it took to make this album. It's honestly so bad that I feel like the time listening to it was a waste. I can only hope that Lil Pump's music will mature as he gets further into his career. If he does get any further, because with the lack of effort that he's putting into his music, it's hard to imagine him making any more albums anytime soon. And now we go back to news.
Thanks, Jackson. The RHS guitar classes received a donation of 33 capos.
The Roseville Guitar Program recently received a donation of capos from Kaiser Musical Products.
Kaiser gave us these capos, so I sent them an email asking if they'd consider donating a class set of capos, and they sent us 33 capos. So these usually cost about $20 each, so that's $660. If you throw in shipping and handling and tax and all that, it's about $700. So it was a very generous donation, so thanks, Kaiser.
The class set of new capos allows each guitar student to use one during class.
It helps because not everyone has a capo, and Mr. Smith couldn't really afford to go out and buy a capo for every single student, so it's really helpful money-wise.
The capos expand the students' abilities to sound more accurately as they learn new songs.
It helped that we can finally get the songs on point and sound just like the song itself, so it helped a lot.
The RHS Band and Color Guard reigned victorious in another competition last weekend. Of 8 teams, they placed first at the Del Oro High School Band Spectacular. That's it for us today on Eye of the Tiger.
And remember, we're always on at eyeofthetigernews.com. See you next time.